I've created Youth Fountain FC 2.0, put them into EFL League 2, and checked out all my players to prepare us for an amazing journey. If you don't remember, last time we found some of the best 16-year-old talents in world football, gathered them in a team, and tried to beat Ajax's record of the youngest team to win the Champions League at an average age of 24.8 years old. Thanks to Lamine Yamal and Mikey Moore, we have achieved that at the average age of 23.66. Today, I'm taking on a bigger challenge. I want to beat the same record, but with 17-year-olds, which means I have one less season to achieve the ultimate goal of winning the Champions League. Who are the best 17-year-olds in world football right now? What is their story? Let's find out together. So let's begin this journey as we always do. 5 million in the budget initially, and a couple of youth academy talents who thought they could have a career here. Man, this one is sick as well, 66 rated, but none of these players is actually going to make it into our team. The only 17-year-olds that can make it into our squad are going to be players that are actually 17 at the beginning of the first season in FC 25. And because we have one season less, it's going to be even more important to get the most out of the players that we have right now. I am seeing right back, lowest rated, and striker and CDM. So those are the three positions that I will try and fix with just the 5 million that we have at this club. The first signing is a player from Dinamo Zagreb, the team that keeps creating incredible talents every single year. He's a right back in the name of Noah Mikic. Yes, that is the new right back of Youth Fountain FC 2.0. Signed him for about 590k, which is an insane price in my opinion. Amazing negotiating. Give me the A. There we go. Comes in at the 62 rating, so technically not necessarily an upgrade, but the guy does have potential in him. Actually, potential up to 82 when you start off your career mode. Market value 875. Sick. That was the best possible deal. And I've just seen that at right wing, he goes up to a 65. Okay, I mean, that's not what I want, but I'm just going to put him at right back for now. Okay, it's good to see that he does have good offensive qualities, I guess, but he's officially the first 17-year-old to come into the team. And now I'm looking at striker and CDM to fix up next. I might have underpaid for the last transfer, but this one I overpaid for. There's a 17-year-old at River Plate getting playtime lately. His name is Subiabre, and now he is becoming the striker of our squad. As we all know, Argentina delivers a bunch of incredible attacking players, and this man comes in for 3 million, even though he's worth, I believe, like 2, but 67 rated right now. That is a big upgrade for us on Stacy. 17 years old, left-footed, 5'7", kind of tiny. I get it. He might not be the most, let's say, physical player, but comes in with 85 pace, 64 shooting on him, no play styles. When it came to the 16-year-old video, we had so many players with no playstyles. I wonder if the 17-year-olds actually have a bunch. Subiabre and also Mikic so far do not have any. And at this stage, I actually want to know from you guys in the comments down below, who in your opinion is the best 17-year-old in world football right now? And I believe Lamine Yamal is 17 now in real life, so exclude him from that list, please. And I'm only saying that because he was part of the last video. You get what I mean. I've become active in the transfer market, sold Kemp, Gold, and John now to take my budget to 3.4 million again. There's a 17-year-old in France in Ligue 1 who has been getting lots of playtime lately. And that is Canvo. JD Canvo from Toulouse is now joining into our team. He can play multiple positions. He comes in for 1.6 million right now from Toulouse. I'm so happy that we were able to sign him because he has the rating of 67. He is higher rated than the talent at Barcelona, for example. Bernal only has 66, and this is quite impressive. 6'2" tall, 72 pace on him, 66 defending, 72 physicality. He could easily play at centre-back, where he actually goes up by +2. But for now, I don't need a centre-back. I need a CDM. So Canvo, welcome into this team. This is someone to watch. When it comes to French defensive players, everyone has to pay attention, right? That now leaves me with 1.5 million. But instead of buying players, let's do the right thing and bring in some of the best coaches we can find. Oh, 2 5-star defensive coaches. That's pretty impressive, but I'm gonna have to pay a lot for these guys. Now we have arrived at the end of the first season, and let me show you. 14th with 59 points. Clearly not doing too well in here. But hey, in the starting 11, we have a 32-year-old going up to a 70 rating. Congrats. But most importantly, Subiabre up to a 71. Canvo up to a 71 as well. Mikic, 67. And I am actually pretty happy with the fact that our goalkeeper is 27. So we have a couple of years that we can use some of these players, like Buckley as well, who seems quite decent. So I have a good feeling. I feel like next season is going to be even bigger for us if we make the right decisions moving forward. Now, ideally, I need to get rid of the aging players, like Fall, for example, and we will be focusing on that. And Fall has been our top scorer, 17-5. Congratulations. Davison on the other side, 14-4. Both of these guys up there with the age, but Subiabre coming in his first year for the club, +4 in growth, 12-5. Pretty good if you ask me. All right, I'm selling a bunch of our players right now, and the ones who have left us were the left wing and the right wing. So now we have about 6.4 million in the budget. This left wing has played in the under-17s, 18s, and 19s of Germany. And on top of it has a mad name, Malanga. That is the simple part, but let me tell you his full name. Jairzinho Ataide Adriano de Nascimento Malanga. Yes, he actually has Jairzinho and Adriano in his name, which tells me this guy is supposed to be an incredible attacking player. 1.9 million he comes in for at a rating of 68. This is quite a signing, my friends. He is going to be insane. 5'10" on that left wing, 75 pace, 61 shooting, 63 passing, 70 dribbling. A German international player on the youth level. And that is why you watch my videos, so I can give you all this information. So now let's see if I can find someone in that right wing that you might have not heard of, or someone that is already doing quite well. Time for one of the most expensive players in terms of wages to come in. Played for the under 15s, under 16s, 17s, and 19s of Italy so far, getting a bunch of goal contributions while doing so. This, my friends, is AC Milan's under 20s, Mattia Liberali, an Italian big talent that people have to pay attention to because he could be the next big thing of Milan. 1.6 million. I only paid for him because his contract is running out. He comes in at a rating of C and at an actual rating of 66 right there. Now, he is a center attacking mid, don't get me wrong, but he can play right wing, as you guys can see. 71 pace, 62 shooting, 64 passing, 70 dribbling on him. He will take over that right wing spot for us instantly, and I feel like that is going to be an amazing player. Left-footed, so he can cut inside. Maybe we can turn him into an Italian Mo Salah, I don't know. You Fountain 2.0, 93 points, champions of EFL League 2, and with that, we are going up into EFL League 1. And as we go into this team, you'll see Subiabre on a 75, Canvo 75 as well, Malanga up to a 73, +5 this season, Liberali 71 rated, I believe he grew by at least 4 ratings as well this season, possibly 5, Mikic 71. Now, McKenna, 32 years old. Palmer, 28. That's okay. Preston, 30 years old. Let's pay attention to these players that we might have to replace as we move on and try to get to a stage where hopefully this team wins the Champions League as well. We are still trying to achieve that Champions League trophy before the time Ajax managed to pull it off. This time, though, I actually want to make sure that I have absolutely no players that are outside of the age range we are looking for. Last time I had like 2 players on the bench that bumped up my average age. This time I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen. But here we go. Subiabre 34-5, amazing season. Malanga 17-9, Liberali 16-8, and then we have Mikic with 3 goals. Canvo 1-4. Next season, hopefully, I can make at least 2 more signings. Sadly, our budget hasn't necessarily increased too much. 5 million this time around. The time has come for a new centre midfielder. This is Armstrong. He is now joining into our team. A 17-year-old who is currently out on loan at Derby County. We have now signed him from, obviously, Everton. Harrison Armstrong comes in for just 1.75, actually. His contract was running out, so I'm very happy about this deal. 69 rated. Yes, it's not an upgrade on McKenna. I totally get that. Technically is an upgrade on Palmer. So maybe I'll keep McKenna for this season and just put Armstrong there. And the next season, I bring in someone else for that center midfield position. That probably makes more sense. Now, I might put Preston into a deal and try and get a center back. But Armstrong comes in with 68 pace, 63 shooting, 67 passing, 71 dribbling, 60 defending, 67 physicality. He's pretty much an incredible all-rounder to have on the team. And if he grows and all the stats go along with it, he could have he could possibly be in Hulit gang, to be fair. There's a young Italian centre-back playing for Parma right now, quite consistently as well for his age. It's Giovanni Leone, and now he becomes part of Youth Fountain FC 2.0 for a price of just 1.5 million. An amazing price, in my opinion, when you consider that he comes in at a rating of 69 into this team. So he will take over Preston's position. I will probably sell the center midfielder that used to play for Armstrong and the center back in this position to make sure that both of these guys do play. Leone comes in at 6'4", which is obviously quite tall. 61 pace, which is good. 69 defending, 68 physicality on top. None of these players with playstyles though, which again, it is what it is. Back-to-back promotion for the lads. 98 points this time around with still 8 losses. So if we would have done a little bit better there, we would have surpassed the 100 easily. And that is what I love about the lower divisions in England. I mean, now we are a championship club. And the squad right now, look at that. Malanga and Subiabre both on the 79. Liberali 77. Canvo 79 as well. Armstrong is obviously, trying to catch up. He has gone up by +4, which is good. Leone only up to a 71 initially. Not too happy with that, but it's okay. Mikic up to a 75, which I really like. And now McKenna has gone down to a 69. So he's definitely the number 1 on the list in terms of players I have to replace. And then possibly after that, I'm looking at Hayes in that left back position. Prince, still, I guess he'll go up to a 70 next season. But for now, that is how the year has gone in terms of growth. For performance, we have to keep looking at the Argentinian 33-9, and Jairzinho comes in with 24-8. Liberali 18-13. The front three has done an incredible job, and Armstrong is getting involved as well with 7-4. Beautiful to see. And now, as a championship club, please, can I have a little bit more money? Just a bit more. Well, they have given us about 10 million this season to work with. Suleiman Sidibe from Stoke City is the first transfer we are making for this season, my friends. He is someone that played for the under-17s of England, then the under-18s as well. So this could be someone. Moving down the line, he could be a special player. So far in the championship, he's had 8 games for Stoke City and has had 1 assist. But comes in at the rating of 69. Not necessarily a massive upgrade or anything like it, but he is still very young, so I'm very happy to welcome him into the squad. 5'10" tall, 78 pace, 75 shooting. What? Okay, 65 passing, 73 dribbling, good defending and physicality, 5'10" tall. That's quite a player, I believe he starts off in career mode as a 59 rated player. So if you guys are looking for a road to glory talent to take along with you, Sidibe might be the one for you. Manchester United, you have plenty of talent, and this 17-year-old is now ours. Of course, I'm talking about Amas, who is now becoming our left back. This 17-year-old could be special moving forward. Obviously, with Luke Shaw now back and fit for Manchester United, I doubt that he's going to get much play time, but Amas is someone that many people know to be a big talent, and now he comes into our team with 82 pace, 68 defending, 5'10" tall, no play style still, but I believe that is a big signing for us. And with the team growing, I don't necessarily think we're going to get direct promotion. I kind of hope we don't, because we're not strong enough. But ideally, I would like to bring in a higher rated goalkeeper, which probably will make the biggest difference. This was sadly to be expected. Youth Fountain number 2 is coming at 70 points this season. miles away from promotion. First and second, Leeds United and Leicester City. And in my opinion, it's not down to the attack. 84 Malanga. Subiabre is kind of stumbling. Has potential to be special at this point, but hasn't been able to catch up to Malanga. Liberali 81, Sidibe 74. I mean, that's great growth. I think he came in at a 69 if I'm not mistaken. Camvo 82, holding it down. Armstrong 77. Amas has gone up to a 75. Leone as well. Mikic 78. I think it's down to the defense. I really do. Prince and Buckley I would love to replace, but I think I'm going to use up all of my budget on the goalkeeping position next season. And then once we get into the Prem, I'll try and replace Buckley. That is the plan I have in my head. Goal scorer, Subiabre, but then you can see the performances have obviously dropped off in compared to the last season. But then you have Liberali with 10 and 18. Incredible performance from the Italian on the right wing. I've been given 14.7 million to work with this time. I just thought to myself, let's sign the highest potential goalkeeper who is 17. And it was simple. Someone that played for the under 16s, 17s, 18s, and 19s for the French national team. This, my friends, is Mathis Nivlor, who is also coming in from Toulouse originally. So he will recognize our CDM, both from the same team. 74 rating, which I guess is not that much of an upgrade, but it is basically the best goalkeeper that we could have gotten in at this point. So I'm pretty happy about this signing. 6'2" tall, comes in with 79 reflexes, which is very, very good. But after that, I still have about 9 million left to spend, and I'm just sat there thinking, do I just go for a centre-back right now? Try and sell Buckley and, you know, just get the best out of it. And here we go. A centre-back has been bought after selling the initial one we had, and it is Nidal Celik, who is actually a Bosnian, if I'm not mistaken. For 8 million we have signed him. He comes in at a 74 rating. Now, I think we're going to get there, but keep in mind, a bunch of these players are like 21, yes, which is great, but some of them are 22 already, just like Celik, for example. Some of these guys obviously have their birthdays at certain points, so they will be a little bit older than the other lads and get to 22 earlier. But generally speaking, when the game starts, he's a 17-year-old, and we have now brought him into the team. 79 pace, 71 defending, 78 physicality, 6'4", which I absolutely love about this player. But now we have to get promotion. Otherwise, we will not break that record of Ajax. No chance. This season, I made sure to have the best coaches possible for our players' growth. And it nearly worked out. Second place or first wasn't given to us, but Youth Fountain 2.0 has finished in the third position with 89 points. So we had to go through the playoffs, my friends. Beat Sheffield United to face Ipswich. And then we beat them. 2-1 victory. We are promoted, and we are now a Premier League club who's going to get a lot of money. And I'm already thinking, which position am I going to upgrade? Definitely not left wing. Definitely not my striker. Liberali not. None of these guys will be leaving the team. It is very, very impressive how good this team is. But I might have to admit that the 16-year-olds might win this battle. They got it done in time, right? 23.6, I believe the time was, or whatever the age was that I got it done with. These guys are now 22. Next season, they're going to be 23 by the end of the year. I don't know if it's going to work out. It's going to be quite interesting. But then again, if we do get good money, we could have a huge impact on this team and maybe make 1 or 2 changes that could straight away catapult us into European football, possibly Champions League. And if we do that, that's going to be incredible. Our striker, 33-1. Malanga, 22-13. Sidibe coming up with 12-2. He's grown by +6 this season. Wow. Liberali, 11-18. Love that. Well, they have given us 75 million this time. I couldn't be making a video about 17-year-olds without including this one. That man from Barcelona is now the biggest signing we have ever made. That means I had to let go of one of the ones that we just had in the team. Celik, I'm so sorry. 60 million on top of this deal to bring in Kubarsi, who comes in at an 86 rating, my friends. I see this team and think, if our strikers, our attackers perform, our CDM and Kubarsi help out defend for these youngsters at the back who need to be doing quite well for us to try and push into European football, it would be amazing. I think we can do it, but with Kubarsi, obviously the biggest name in the team so far, 22 years old at this stage, 77 pace. He does have 86 defending, 77 physicality, standing 6 foot tall, long ball pass. For me, one of the most impressive centre-backs to watch these days, 100%. For me, like, in terms of young centre-backs, Saliba is right up there, but Kubarsi is on the come-up. I'm not saying he's just as good. I'm saying he has the potential to be. This season has surpassed basically everything I really wanted. We are seeing Youth Fountain in the second position, 70 points, just 9 behind Manchester City. We have qualified for Champions League football after getting promoted. Having said that, it makes sense. I mean, look at this. 91, 90, 88, 85 is the lowest rating in the team. Sidibe, Armstrong, and Amas have that rating. Camvo on a 90, Kubarsi 88, Leone 86, Mikic 86. My goalkeeper has gone up to an 87. Wasn't he? Hold on a second. Wasn't he an 81 at the beginning of the season? He's grown by +6. Wow. Okay, so that's a bit nuts. Malanga 20 and 8. Subiabre 17 and 2. Sidibe 12 and 3 from that midfield position, outdoing Liberali in that right wing spot, which is quite impressive if you ask me. And right now, all our players are basically 23 years old. So, technically, next season, if we do win the Champions League, I think we got it done. The season after, we basically only equal the record of Ajax, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Let's see. And now they have given me 145 million. And now I've gone out and spent basically all of that money for backups. Antonito Cordero, what a name. 23 million for that left midfielder to join us. Trainioni from Liverpool, the talent, comes in for 22.3. Hector Fort comes in from Barcelona for 22 million. Joshua King, originally Fulham, 21 million for him. Barcelona again. Marc Bernal is joining us for 19 million. And as a backup striker, Adrian Arnoux is joining us. Also another player from the Spanish league. Let me show you all of their stats. This is a big move, and I'll show you in a second why. Arnoux, 23 years old, 77 rated. Cordero, 81. Joshua King, 80. Nioni, 79. Bernal, 79 as well. Fort on that 80. And now I'm basically going to be utilizing all these players to bring down the average age of this team, of course. We have Butler here, King. I believe we have one player. Yes, this guy, Campos, 21 years old. Anyone else? No. So Campos comes in here alongside King. These are the only two I'm going to keep. All the rest here, I'm going to get rid of. Every single one of them. And then, obviously, I need to try and get rid of Harding as well if I can. If I can do that, the entire team's average is basically going to be around the same number. With the 16-year-olds, we had a couple of players who were older who brought up the average. So hopefully, this is going to help. Premier League, third position. We have not been able to win it yet. Carabao Cup, we lost in the final against Manchester City. FA Cup final, we lost against Arsenal. But here is what matters the most. Champions League, first place in the league phase, no losses, 22 points. To then face the likes of Real Madrid, beat them 5-2. Quarterfinal, step up against Spurs, beat them 3-0. Semi-final against Atalanta, probably the easiest opponent out of them all. 3-1 victory. Having said that, Spurs kind of does terrible right now in the Premier League. But anyways, we are up against Leverkusen in the Champions League finale, my friends. That is outstanding. Youth Fountain 2.0 is about to break Ajax's record as well. And look, it makes sense. A 92 rated Malanga, a 93 rated Subiabre, 91 rated Liberali on the right wing, Sidibe on the 88, same as Armstrong, Camvo on a 91, Amas 89, Kubarsi 90, Leone 88, Mikic 89, and Niflor coming in with a 90 as well, with a lot of solid players on the bench and an average age of 23.89, making it officially possible for us to to break the Ajax record. I'm actually amazed by that. Now, I don't think this will be possible with 18-year-olds unless next time if I do this, if you guys want me to, let me know in the comments down below. 18-year-olds only. If I do it with 18-year-olds only, we will have to give ourselves a bigger budget and, you know, start off a little bit quicker. But here we are now, looking at the opponents in this. Rodrigo Luis Diaz, Florian Wirtz, Militao, Murillo, Raya, Foden, Kusanov, Girassi. Oh, wow. Šeško up top. I didn't even clock that. That is some team, you know. That team, once those players off the bench go into the starting 11, is going to be incredible. Phil Foden at right attacking mid, Wirtz at left attacking mid. Okay. Leverkusen always come up with a strong team. Can we win this, though? Can we break Ajax's record once again? The Leverkusen fans are trickling in, and so is their team. But our squad should be ready for this battle. And I'm telling you, man, that Leverkusen team is crazy good, but I feel pretty good about my team as well. A bunch of 17-year-olds who now are trying to take over world football. Off we go. Subiabre. Okay. Good first touch from the team. Or first moment from the team, I should say. But we are getting beaten by Šeško in midfield. I don't like that. Yes. No, I'm losing this too easily. Šeško, first chance. Second, hits the post. I'm getting mad lucky. Armstrong, Canvo, solid pass. Armstrong again. Subiabre is through. The Argentinian hits it on his left. It's not even into the corner. What the hell is their goalkeeper doing? I need to see the replay. That should have never gone in. Subiabre takes the shot. Maybe it had a little bit too much power. I'm not too sure. But Raya, bro, you got to be doing better. I am lucky that I took the lead here. Oh, wow. Foden just ruined me there. Trying to catch up. Šeško again. Oh, yes, thank you. Niflor comes in with the save and Rodrigo misses. Leverkusen, if I can hold them down to not scoring, that's going to be insane. Down the left they come, Rodrigo, Wirtz. Šeško is on the run. Šeško, I thought he was offside, but he isn't. He goes for the back heel. Rodrigo, Šeško back heel again. Wirtz lobs it up, hits it on the volley. What is going on here? Canvo into Subiabre. Subiabre, is this going to be another one of those? Is he just going to sprint through and score? He's not this time. I thought I could just make it 2-0. I don't deserve this lead. Armstrong. Canvo. Sidibe, you can shoot, right? Show me. Oh, close call. Does have Rodrigo down the wing. Phil Foden gets stopped by Canvo. We lose it somehow. The Italians can't stop him. Kubarsi can't stop him. Wirtz plays it across. Luis Diaz back into Wirtz. I'm on the floor. Please get this ball away. I've never been this dominated, but still have had the lead. Like, this is incredible. Leverkusen squad is nuts. Foden. Luis Diaz plays it back. Could have been a foul, but it isn't. And off we go onto the counter with Liberali into Subiabre. He's through. Once more. Takes it onto his left. Hits it. Gets taken out. That's a foul. Yes, it is a foul. It should be a red card, to be honest. What? Hold on. You're giving me a foul, him a yellow card, but they're getting a goal kick. How does that make sense in your head? I mean, yes, I did take a shot, but still, come on. Oh, they're just running through my defense at this stage. Niflor, thank you. He might not be the tallest goalkeeper, but he does have some good reflexes. I love it. High press. I love it. Armstrong running through. Over to Jairzinho Malanga. He has space to run into. He does it. He hits it. Doesn't score. 84 minutes in. We have gathered a little bit of control over this game. We might just win this. Oh, wow. Rodrigo just sent me. Rodrigo keeps going. Šeško is completely open. Gotta be very careful. Get across with our Italian defender. No, I did not. But I did with Amas. Let's go. One last attack for Leverkusen. Can they get the equalizer, or will we get this away? It looks like we might just get it away. We might just be lifting the Champions League trophy. Niflor, thank you. End it, ref. Thank you. Let's lift that trophy and see who wins the Ballon d'Or. And here he comes. Our French CDM convoy is going to be lifting this trophy. Congratulations. We have broken the record of Ajax officially. Is it Malanga? Is it Subiabre? Who is the one lifting this? It is Malanga. Jairzinho Malanga is the one lifting this. Congratulations to you, my friend. We sadly didn't see much of you on that left wing because, you know, I kind of got dominated in that matchup. But this has been a ton of fun. That Leverkusen team was a proper challenge and I really enjoyed myself. And hopefully you did too. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. I will catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.